Master MMA, Master MMA, Master MMA. I got MMA today. Okay, boys. I'm going to do the quickest breakdown you've ever seen in your life. Predictions and whatnot. Here we go. I got Muhammad Naimov. We're starting off UFC 323. Is it 323? 323. God, time is flying. UFC 323, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm losing track of time, but I got the whole card here. I'm going to break it down as fast as possible and do this shit as fast as possible. And I'm pretty confident in my picks, but I'm going to do this as fast as I possibly can. Starting from the early prelims to the prelims to the main card. I'm going to do this bing, bang, boom, bang. It's your boy, Master MMA. Let's do it. Okay, first fight. Muhammad Naimov versus Marion Santos. I got Santos by decision. I think he's really good. He's a young guy coming up right now, and I think he's going to go to a decision. Muhammad is pretty tough. He's been in the UFC for a few fights now, I'm pretty sure. But I think he's going to get it done, Marion Santos. Bang, bang. That's the first fight. Mensar Abdul Malik versus Antonio Tricoli. I got Abdul Malik, another guy that's coming up real young. He looks like a beast. This guy's a monster. I got him a second-round TKO. Antonio, I think he's been here for a little while too, but I think he's gonna get beat in this one. Second round TKO. Iwu Baraniski versus Ibu Aslan. Dude, that guy Iwu. I was watching his fights today. I wasn't too sure about him, so I went back to watch his fights. The guy looks like a monster. Really good boxer. Really good, just power. Very powerful. I got Iwu second round TKO. Again, back-to-back TKOs in the second round. And then we got the return of Jalen Turner. And also the return of the man that's been around for so long, the legend. You can call him a legend. Edson Barboza. I got Turner late KO or decision. Barboza is 73 years old. And I don't see a 73-year-old winning this one against a huge, big guy. Striker. Striker versus striker against Jalen Turner. I don't think Edson has it anymore. I'm pretty sure his last fight was a while ago, and I think he lost that fight. If I'm right. So I got Jalen Turner coming back for his return in a late KO or a decision, third round KO or a decision. Jalen Turner. Marvin Vettori versus Bruno Ferreira. I'm Italian, so this hurts me. I really like Marvin Vettori, and if this MMA game was based off how tough your chin is, Marvin Vettori would be number one. There's no doubt about it. Marvin Vettori would be the GOAT of all GOATs. But he just doesn't have the skill. He just does not have the skill. And Bruno Ferreira, he's another guy, just like Iwu, whatever his name is, Baranowski. Just like Baranowski, he's got power. He's a really good boxer. He's got that jiu-jitsu base. I think Bruno Ferreira gets it done by decision. He's not going to finish Marvin, at least not on the feet, that's for sure, where I think Bruno is more comfortable at. So I got Bruno by decision. I hope I'm wrong, bro. Next, we got Nazim Sedikov versus Faraz Ziam. I got Sedikov third round TKO. I don't know if you saw Sedikov in his last fight, but that was I think one of the greatest fights we've had all year. And he looked like a monster. He looked great. And I think he's going to get it done in the third round. I think Faraz is very underappreciated. But I think Sedikov gets it done. Next up, Macy Barber versus Corrine Silva. I got Macy by decision. We all know females. They don't really finish the fight. No offense to them. Unless you're Amanda Nunes, Kayla Harris, Ronda Rousey. You know, somebody on that caliber. A lot of these fights, female fights, go to a decision. But I got Macy Barber for her experience by decision. No offense to the ladies. You guys are fun. Yeah, I like you guys, but you guys don't really get a lot of finishes. But I think I got Macy Barber in that fight. Bing, bang, boom. Macy Barber's going to win that fight. She's going to win that fight. This next one, Terrence McKinney versus Chris Duncan. It was a hard one because Terrence McKinney in the first 2 minutes of any fight is a scary guy. But Chris Duncan, he came into this organization and really set himself as a guy to watch. And I think Chris Duncan's going to get it done. I think he's going to push through those first 2 minutes. Chris Duncan, early second round finish. I think Terrence gets so tired. He's going to be out of it. Bing, bang, boom. Chris Duncan, second round finish. I don't know if it's going to be a KO. I think it's going to be a KO, but I don't know. Yeah, I could see a KO or a submission, but I'm going with that. Next up to the main card, Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Guskov. I got Jan, this is very specific. I got Jan Blachowicz, third round leg kick. I've seen Guskov take some leg kicks. I've seen him get hurt. I think Guskov's going to get beat up, but with the legs, it's going to tire him out, take away some of that boxing. I think Guskov's going to win the first round. I think Jan's going to start landing those leg kicks in the second and third round. And I think the third round is where his legs aren't going to be able to hang anymore, Guskov. So I got Jan, third round TKO by leg kicks. Yeah, moving on to Henry Cejudo versus Peyton Talbot. I didn't even put a prediction in my notes. I have notes I'm looking at right now. And I didn't put a prediction because I just don't know. What does Henry Cejudo have left? He's on a 3-fight losing streak. Peyton Talbot's coming up. He's got the wrestling. If it wasn't for Peyton Talbot's second to last fight, I don't know when he got beat up by who did he get beat up by? That Mexican guy. The Mexican guy that took him down just the whole time. But in the fight after that, Peyton Talbot looked really good. So I don't know if Peyton Talbot is, if he got that much better. I know it's not on a Henry Cejudo level of wrestling that he got that much better, but I think he's going to be able to hang in there. And he's a lot bigger than Henry Cejudo. If it was before that fight that he lost, Peyton Talbot, I would have said Peyton Talbot would have murdered him. After the Cameron Simon fight, I would have said Peyton Talbot would have killed Henry Cejudo. But after he got dominated on the ground in the grappling, I don't know. It's a very good matchup. But Henry Cejudo, as we know, I think there's 0 champions that ever won past 35 in the 135 and 125 pound division, and maybe even 145. I don't know. I think Alexander Volkanovski erased that whole stigma, but Henry Cejudo's a bantamweight. Peyton Talbot's a bantamweight. I don't know. I'm making it up on the fly here. I'm going to go Peyton Talbot by decision. I think Peyton's he's at his point where he's learning way more than Henry Cejudo is. And I think he's going to be able to stop everything Henry Cejudo does. If Henry Cejudo wins, I won't be shocked at all. It's going to be a wrestle fest. He's going to look good. And he sets off into the sunset. Hopefully. Because I feel like if Henry in the press conference was talking about how, he was talking to Brandon Moreno about a potential fight, talking about all these guys in a potential fight. But if he wins one out of the last 4, if he wins one out of the last 4, being this one, he should retire. He doesn't want anything to do with the top 5, in my opinion. So I'm hoping Henry Cejudo wins. But I think Peyton Talbot's going to get it done. I really do. Moving on. Brandon Moreno versus Tatsu Taira. I got Tatsu Taira by decision. I think Brandon Moreno, another guy who's past his prime. Maybe if Henry Cejudo loses and Brandon Moreno loses, we can make that matchup. And I think that might happen. But I think Tatsuro Taira, I think he's going to get it done. He's Tatsuro Taira. He went against, who did he lose in that 5-rounder? Was it Brandon Royval? I don't know. I forget who it was, but he had a very good 5-round fight. And it didn't go his way, but it was like 3-2. I think the hands are a big problem with Tatsuro Taira, but Brandon Moreno is a lot smaller guy than Brandon Royval. Was it Brandon Royval that he fought? I don't know. But I got Tatsuro Taira. I'm going to keep this going because I'm speeding this up. I got Tatsuro Taira by decision, 5-round, 4-1 or 3-2. Tatsuro Taira. Alexander Pantoja versus Joshua Van. I want to go Joshua Van. I can't. I think this is going to be the first loss for Joshua Van by decision. Pantoja wins by decision. And I think after this, Joshua Van's going to go to a whole nother level of experience. He's going to learn. But I got Pantoja in this one. I hope I'm wrong, because I really like Joshua Van. And if Joshua Van wins a championship at this young age, what, 22, 23? Congrats to him. That'd be amazing. But I don't see it. Pantoja by decision. I think that's how it's gonna be. Next up, main event, Merab versus Peter Yan. You guys are gonna hate me for this. I got Peter Yan by decision. I am totally biased. I love Peter Yan. He's been one of my favorites for the last 5 years. But I got Peter Yan. And I don't think it's bias in a sense when it comes to my thinking. I think Peter Yan did one of the best out of all of them. Merab shot 49 shots against Peter Yan. So if Peter Yan can make a little adjustment, and he only got, 13 out of those 49? Or like 10 to 13 out of those 49? If Peter Yan can make a little adjustment and really implement his boxing into this, I think it's going to be a long night for Merab. Merab's older than him. Merab's about 36, 30, 34, 35, 36. I think Peter Yan gets it done. And I know this is me being biased as fuck. I understand. But I think Peter Yan gets it done. I won't be shocked if Merab obviously gets it done. If he does, he's going to wrestle. He's going to dominate. He does what he does. I don't know. That was a hard one for me. I am letting bias kind of overshadow my thinking. But I got Merab in this. I mean, not Merab. I got Peter Yan in this, boy. Peter Yan, boy. Peter fucking Yan. I got Peter Yan in this one. Decision. Or even a 5th round TKO. Thank you. It's your boy, Master MMA. This was my speed run. Breakdown. Prediction for UFC 223. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Peace, love, goodbye.